good morning, my dear brothers and sisters and fellow countrymen. As an Indian, I am proud that actually our country is taking up the mammoth vaccination program in the entire world. Today, we shall actually discuss the details of how the COVID vaccination is effective and is being done in our country. We all know that COVID actually first case was detected in Wuhan city of China on November 17th, and the first case of COVID was detected in our country on January 30th, and entire lockdown was declared on March 23rd in India. Since then, actually the vaccination program, the efforts to produce a vaccine have been intense, and the microbiologists, virologists, and then the pharmaceutical industry has been working relentlessly round the clock to produce a vaccine, which usually takes at least 5 to 10 years. But here, in the first instance of the entire universe, a vaccine was developed in less than a year. And these vaccines went through the first and second phase trials, and generally the approval is given after the third phase trials. Let us see what a first phase means. The first phase, generally 20 to 40 persons actually are given vaccine, and then after about 4 weeks, the results will be seen in the blood sample of the persons who have taken the vaccination, and the antibody levels and how effective they are in preventing infection will be declared. In the second phase, more number of people, like 300 to 600 people will be induced into the study, and even there 4 to 6 weeks of trial is the endpoint, and then how the antibodies or the immunity levels have increased is being tested, and then it will permit it to go to third phase. What a third phase means, which is the most crucial and the most important phase before the final approval is given to be for the general public. In this case, the third phase, almost 10,000 to 40,000 people, sometimes even 1 lakh people were actually induced into the trial, and then after that the results will be scrutinized. Only when the majority of population are being actually becoming resistant to the infection, then only it is called effective. Sometimes it may be 60%, sometimes 70%, sometimes 90%, sometimes more. So this vaccination program in India is a mammoth proportion, basically because 60% of the entire vaccines produced in the world are done in India, and 50% of the manufacturing companies are present in India, are based in India, which goes to show that we have vast experience in the last 55 years in producing vaccines on a mammoth scale or large scale, and also at the most reasonable or economical price. For COVID vaccination, there are 2 vaccines which are being given in our country. One is Covishield, which is actually produced with the collaboration of Oxford, AstraZeneca companies, and in collaboration with Serum Institute of India, which is present in our country. And with this collaboration, they have the third phase results also based on the experiments done on people in Brazil and United Kingdom. Now, Covishield is highly effective, and with the production and the publication of the third phase results, it was given approval on an emergency basis and on clinical board basis, which means that the third phase will continue, and thousands of people can be immunized based on the efficacy and potency as the vaccination program goes on. The second vaccine, which is equally effective and on par with Covishield, is Covaxin, which is the pride of India, because entirely it was produced in a Hyderabad-based company, Bharat Biotech, and it also has published first and second phase results, and third phase is also on clinical mode. And because of the pandemic situation, third phase is considered as a clinical result that as they come day-to-day basis, then they will be incorporated into the results or potency values. Both vaccines are available in India, and government has taken up ambitious program of giving the vaccines to frontline workers, COVID health workers, or the police personnel, or municipality workers. All these people are at high risk, and they have been working hard for last 1 year, despite the fact that they are exposed to higher risk than general population. 3 crores of such people have been vaccinated successfully, and the second phase is people above 60 years are being targeted. Basically because our population is more than 135 crores, and to vaccinate them at a time is impossible. Hence, there is a prioritization, or based on the risk, there will be stratification of population as to who should get first. And the second phase, there are about in the second phase, above 60-year people have been vaccinated, and this phase is over by April 1st. Now, on April 1st, the third phase has come where people more than 45 years could take the vaccine. And in Andhra Pradesh, it was started by the Honorable Chief Minister in an exemplary manner, and he has become the role model for the entire country because he came and took the vaccine in a village secretariat, which is a small place, but still to inculcate confidence and to show that the vaccine is potent and efficient, and it is actually fit for taking by people of any age. And hence, yesterday that program was successful, and he gave the declaration that all the parameters which were actually told by the central government are being followed here, and within about 6 weeks to 3 months, this phase would come to a conclusion. That means within 6 weeks, almost all people in the state more than 45 years will be inoculated or vaccinated, and hence the people will be made resistant. In fact, there is a question why whether all 135 crore people have to be vaccinated in India, but the fact is it is not so. There is a herd immunity. Herd immunity means naturally it comes whether a person got infected or not. It comes on its own, and hence around 70 crore population, if they are inoculated, is enough, because the young population, youngsters who are in prime of their life, who have got herd immunity, need not be vaccinated. And the entire vaccination program might take 1.5 to 2 years in our country. And if you see the technicalities of Covaxin, it is actually an inactivated vaccine or a killed total vaccine. So it has no potency, it has no capacity to cause infection. So it is safe, anybody can take it, and there should be no hesitation or apprehension. The Covishield vaccine is a different type of vaccine, or a novel type of vaccine, where it's called vector vaccine. The adenovirus, which causes common cold in chimpanzees, is actually mixed with the spike protein of coronavirus. So this mixture is actually injected. This stimulates the immune system. Now there are two parts of immune system. One is the antibody production, which is called humoral immunity, which actually directly neutralizes the vaccine as it comes into our body. Second is cell-mediated immunity, where the defense cells, they actually engulf the COVID vaccine into their tummy, and then over a period of hours to few days, they kill the vaccine in their own body of those cells. So these two types of vaccines are highly effective, and there is a doubt whether to take Covishield or Covaxin. There is nothing like that. There should be no hesitation in taking any vaccine, basically because the efficacy of both vaccines is above 92 to 95%. In fact, some studies say it is almost 92.1 for Covaxin and 92.6 for Covishield. In some other study, it is vice versa. That means there is nothing much to choose. There is no statistically significant difference in the potency, efficacy, or safety profile of both these vaccines. The only precaution is if somebody takes the first dose of Covaxin, then he should take the second dose also. Second dose also should be Covaxin only, and not change over to Covishield. Similarly, a person who takes Covishield first vaccine dose should take the Covishield only, and that's why there is a lot of documentation, there is a lot of registration for a process, basically because to know which person has taken which vaccine and when he should come back for the second dose of the same vaccine. Fortunately, both these vaccines can be stored at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade, which is possible for a domestic refrigerator to do. So the cold chain is easy to manage compared to other vaccines like Pfizer vaccine, which needs to be kept at minus 70 degrees centigrade, which is highly impossible in our country, basically because it's a tropical country and hot and humid circumstances around. Now, who should take the vaccine? Anybody above 18 years for Covishield, anybody above 12 years for Covaxin. And after the vaccine is given, within about 1 month, the antibody levels will be very high. That's around 61% of the antibody level will be heightened. And after the second dose, the maximum protection is given after 3 months. So the second dose is compulsory, and maximum protection is given only after the second dose is completed. So nobody should actually forget or exempt a second dose vaccination, thinking that maybe one dose is enough. There are new vaccines coming up in our own country, like the Bharat Biotech, which produced Covaxin, is coming up with a nasal vaccine which avoids an injection into a person. And there are vaccines which are coming up for single dose vaccination, which may take some time, quite a few months. But the vaccines that are actually produced in our country are being inoculated not only in our country, but 50 million doses have been sent abroad to other countries like Kenya, like Myanmar, like Nepal, Bhutan, and other poorer countries where the vaccine could not be produced in their own country. And this is according to the understanding with the WHO, that there is a program called COVAX, which says that the rich countries or the countries which produce vaccines should give at least 5 to 10% of their produce to the smaller countries as an international diplomacy or as a sympathetic gesture towards other countries which are not so well equipped. Now, coming to the side effect profile, some people think that this vaccine might cause fever or infection, and there are some few reports about thrombotic events. All those events which cause little danger to patient or a few people who died, actually there is no connection between the vaccine and their complications. The only side effect that were noticed that were attributable to the vaccine, or one is mild fever, because any vaccine for that matter, even before the COVID vaccines, could cause this sort of allergic reaction. There might be little redness, little bit of elevation of the skin that in that area, that is called wheal, and there may be lymph node enlargement around the vaccine site, which are all normal, and they subside on their own without even taking a tablet, or sometimes a tablet of paracetamol may be necessary. There is no such complication that could cause or endanger a patient's life by any vaccine so far in majority of the countries, and particularly so in our country. So there need not be any apprehension that if you don't take, what happens by taking a vaccine, or what are the benefits of taking a vaccine. One is the person becomes resistant to an infection by a COVID virus. Second, even if he gets infected because of some risk factor or additional factors or immune suppression that is present in that body, the intensity of the disease, the seriousness of disease, or the mortality because of disease will be much less. And hence, everybody who is normal now must take and should not shirk away from the thought that vaccination should be taken. Basically, vaccination is the only weapon that we have for actually controlling this pandemic, which has gone beyond proportions or beyond imagination from the day it was detected in Wuhan city of China. Now, coming to the cost of the vaccine, government is giving free of cost to all its citizens according to the stratified data or the age groups that it is actually declaring. But in the private sector also, the cost has been very reasonable, and a cap has been fixed at 250 rupees per dose, which is easily affordable by anybody in India. And I request every citizen, every fellow countryman to take the vaccine, not to be afraid of any complications. And there is an observation period of 6 hours after the vaccine is taken, and next 48 hours you're on the hotline, because any problem occurs, you know the number whom to contact and when to come back for the medical supervision. Fortunately, in the last few months, no such major incidents have occurred, and whoever had some complication is basically because of their previous or pre-existing diseases, but not attributable to the vaccine itself. And saying so, I request everybody, wherever they are, to register themselves for Covaxin or Covishield, whichever is available. Some people are saying that we will wait for this vaccine only, and because other vaccines are available, they don't want to take. There is nothing like that, and it is fortunate that some vaccine is available for you around your place, and go ahead and take that vaccine without even getting into the details of which one is better and which one acts better, because both vaccines are equally effective, both have been permitted. In fact, Bharat Biotech, the vaccine was produced by ICMR and National Institute of Virology, and totally the country-made technology, which is very good, and the cost of Covaxin is much less when it actually was produced. But when actually it is being exported, we are giving free of cost to many countries, and there are some vaccines which are produced at higher cost in UK, USA, and those things, when they come back to India also, because in next 1 year or so, there will be 5 more vaccines which will be available in our country. Another important aspect that I would like to highlight is one should not waste the vaccine, because once the vial is opened, 10 people should be vaccinated and 10 people should be around to take the vaccine. If only 2 people are there and you open the vaccine, the rest of the 8 vaccine doses will be wasted. And hence, The central government has given a guideline that till now the vaccine wastage is around 6%, and the aim is to decrease that wastage to 1% or less. That means every dose should be used and nothing should be lost because people are not coming forward. It is surprising that when we were craving for the vaccine, people were asking when vaccine will come, and when actually vaccine has come, people are not coming forward in the numbers that they should, which is a matter of thought to everybody. Every Indian should think that our country has done wonders by producing wonderful vaccines and providing them at free of cost, and it is our duty to go there, register, take the vaccine, take the benefit of the vaccine, look forward for the second dose of the vaccine, and then keep their lives, their family lives, and the people around safe. And even after you take the vaccine, one should have a mask, social distancing should be followed, the sanitization should be continued, and because we really don't know when actually the peak level of immunity will come, and maybe 3 months or 4 months, till such time one is still prone to the infection, which one should not forget. And pandemic here is here to stay. It might stay for another few years, but our vaccines should be able to control that. And our vaccines, whatever doses are produced, should be finished before December 31st of this year. Basically because by next year some more strains might come for which these vaccines might not be useful, and hence go to the vaccine center, take the vaccine, and see all the doses what are produced with the present strains are completed. And maybe if next year some new strains come up, newer vaccines, little modification might come, and at that time the government guidelines will be issued whether to take another dose like a booster dose or not. And till that time we should be safe, we should be alive, and protect us, our families, our fellow men, our country, and other countries. Whatever possible help what we can do should be done as Indian. Then we make ourselves proud, our country proud, and our country should be the best state, best country, the first country to have started such a mammoth program and completed successfully, and should be a role model to the entire world. Thank you.